What are we? Dissidents, nearly. And I know that some of the guys who've come out of the military fairly recently, if they've started to pick up what we're all talking about, that is how the Ministry of Defence is labelling them. So if you come out of the military now and you dare to start questioning what it's all about, you're a dissident, and I think that's one step down from a domestic terrorist. So what we're saying is that we need to get the label back on the right people. And in my opinion, the domestic terrorists are in Westminster, and we need to actually keep pinning these little sound bites on these people. Yeah. Now, I did a bit of adjustment while I was listening. This is just to prove that we are all working together. This was a page in the UK column quite a while ago, but we did start to pick up on chemtrails. I think that was a picture taken, I think that's Plymouth. I can't read what it says now because it's too small. All I'll say is that from my military background, spent quite a lot of time at sea, particularly if you're near any of the aircraft carriers, especially the American ones, you see jets operating in a fantastic way. And when I saw the first aircraft going over my house, where there was a trail from one horizon to another horizon, and I took the dogs for a walk, and when I came back 2 hours later, that trail was still there, I was amazed, because it obviously was not a condensation trail. So for me, it's just obvious that these things are not normal. I can also tell you that recently we've had contact from an airline pilot. I won't say which airline he's involved with, but he phoned us up, said he'd been following what we were talking about and would like to meet us. And eventually when he did, he lives out of the country, but when he made one of the trips back to UK, he came down to Plymouth and came and had a chat with Mike and myself, and one of the things he was talking about was the trails, and he said it's very obvious to me because I can be up at altitude watching them or seeing them or watching them being formed. But what he started to do was to put some facts about how it works in the aviation industry. And one of the things he's pointing out is that there are now standard additives in jet fuel. They're anti-static agents, so supposedly they are helping reduce the possibility of sort of spark ignited fire, particularly when they're refueling and things. And there is some background to this, but he gave us a couple of aviation fuel specification sheets where you can read about these additives.